What is it that you're feeling right now? Have you slept, first of all? Are you sleep deprived? Um, what is that doing in your body, if you are? And then notice what the state of mind and body is. If you're anxious or impatient or grieving or nervous or fearful or excited or happy, whatever it is that's moving through you, can you open yourself up to actually feel it instead of just coming into a denial, which is often how we try to be patient. We kind of just say, oh, I'll just look at that later, push it away. Instead, see if you can slip into the stream. So imagine yourself literally in a warm stream, floating, where moving water is moving all around you. And you become one with the flow. What does it feel like when you sit under at a hot spring or something and you sit under a warm waterfall in nature? So I'm just throwing out ideas of places that might be soothing. So whatever is working for you, but maybe include the visualization of water moving if you can. And allow it to help you become soft, that you can become yielding, that you don't have to hold resistance in your body. And as you feel the water kind of move over you, start to discover your breath. See if you can bring such deep focus on the sensations of breathing. What does it feel like to inhale? How is the breath moving through you? How is that transition from inhale to exhale? Excuse me. How is the exhale? Can you let your body be so yielding and so relaxed? This water flowing over you that when you breathe, you can access places in your breath that maybe you're not always familiar with. Can you melt the diaphragm, melt the shoulders, melt the ribs? Allow yourself to move. Feel a sense of ease coming in, moving out. Maybe pinpoint some focus on the sound of your breath and let it become a metronome of your practice. Take care to notice any place that's still guarded, still holding tension. How is your posture? Are you able to enliven yourself, feel buoyant in your spine? Okay, and then we're going to just begin with some alternate nostril breathing. So take your right hand and hold it onto the tops of your nostrils, kind of where your nostrils meet the nose, the higher up part of your nostrils where they flare out. Okay, and we're going to just press on the right nostril very gently as you inhale through the left. Try to be so light where you are closing off the air from that right nostril, but you're not pushing into the septum of your nose. And just feel your breath come in. As you exhale, you're going to close off the left and breathe out through the right. You're going to breathe in through the right. So, how it works is in, switch, out, in, switch, out. Okay, so this is not a Shoshana. Let's get that sense that we are balancing the two sides of us, our left and right hemispheres of our brain. This is very soothing to the nervous system, very calming when we are feeling anxious or disturbed. See if you can feel when you are drawing the breath in, try not to make it so hard. So, if you're a little blocked up on one side, that's normal. We tend to naturally breathe through one nostril over the other, and it changes throughout the day. We kind of have dominance switching off. But if you're stuffed up or having challenge, you can always return to normal breathing. But if you are able to continue this, see what it feels like to imagine your whole skull swirling with breath as you inhale. Slowing down the pace as you exhale. How's your body? Is your posture good? Is your face relaxed? Is your jaw relaxed? Is your diaphragm moving well? Are you focused on the sound of your breath? And when you are complete with the cycle you're on, where you're exhaling through your left nostril, so keep going until you exhale through your left. It's kind of complete also whole cycle since we began there. And once you are done, let your hand go. Lift up your chin if it dropped at all. And just take a nice breath through both sides of your nose. Let's place our hands together and offer an intention. Let's collectively offer some ease to each other. Here we are over Zoom, but we're with each other. So offer some ease to your friends on the screen. And whatever else you need from your practice today. Steadiness, patience, presence. And then let's release the hands and come onto your back. All right, so gentle yoga, I can't think of a more perfect thing to do on a day like today than some gentle yoga. So let's just start by stretching our body out. Let your limbs go wide, so make your legs and arms a little wider than you might be comfortable doing, and just take up a lot of space on the floor. Pull your joints, let things spread out. Feel a sense of surrender into the earth. Can you be held by the earth below you? Can you imagine, that sense of just dropping? Now, still focus on that deep, steady breath. Notice what the diaphragm and the ribs feel like here. And instead of just getting that feeling that the breath is swirling up into your skull through your nostrils, see if you can get the feeling that your breath is swirling to your limbs. Can you reach out into the hands and legs? Can you drop back down into the earth as you exhale? Can you give yourself that sense of ease? All right, and then bring your limbs a little closer in, and let's put our hands on our belly anywhere you want. Like high, low, side to side, anything that feels good. Don't push your belly out on your in-breath, but just notice the movement. Feel yourself still dropping, even with your limbs in a different position. Feel yourself dropping into the earth on your exhales. And in particular, relax your traps, the base of your skull. Soften through your eyes. Let's start moving now. So extend open
Reach your arms out, up, legs are wide, squeeze. Now it's pendiculate. So squeeze all of your muscles that you can have access to in the body. Give a good squeeze everywhere. Maybe hug your fists, whatever feels nice. And then relax and go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and rock a little bit, side to side. Just notice how your back feels. See if you can get some ease moving through your body. See what it feels like to just rock your whole body. So not just your knees, but rock your whole torso, kind of rolling a little bit toward one shoulder blade and the other, letting your head spin from side to side, just a little bit rocking, and just be soothed. All right, let's pull the knees apart from each other and join them back in. Just warming up the hips a little bit, finding breath here. All right, and then right into the chest. Grab onto your strap if you have one. If not, you can interlace your hands behind your hamstring and reach that right leg straight up in the air. Press up through your foot, root down through your hip. Feel some extension through the sides of your body. And if you tend to be kind of an overachiever in your practice where you really reach and extend and flex and feel strong, notice if that's going to help you today, or if you need to just back away just a little bit and focus a bit more on feeling easeful. So notice what helps you. Stay in your breath. The breath will always help you. Just keep staying in the breath. Let's flex and point the toes here. Just toes up, toes down, opening up the calf a little bit. And then we're going to take the strap into the right hand, open the leg out to the right. Your left knee can be bent with your left foot on the floor, or your left leg can be along on the floor, whatever feels nice. Just opening up. One of the ways to stay deeply present instead of projecting into the future is to be in your body. So as you breathe and listen to the sound of your breath consistently, see if you can just focus in on the sensations of the body that you're feeling. Allow yourself to melt constantly toward the floor, whatever part of you is touching. There's always a part of you touching the floor. Inhale, lift that leg back up, change, bring the leg over to the other side. Take the heel of your right hand in the hip crease and press away, just getting into the IT band. And then if you want to relax that hand and open your arm out to the side, you can. Deep breaths here, melt on your exhales. Inhale, let's lift that leg straight back up. Take 2 feet in the strap now, extending the spine. Feel the length of your crown to tail. Reach up through your feet, reach down through your hips, and then take the right foot out of there and keep the left foot in the strap. Extending through the spine. Maybe have some flex and point of your foot here. If you're not using a strap, you can just hook around the back of your leg somewhere with your hands. If you have a strap, I recommend it because it helps your upper body relax a little bit. You might have to reach toward your leg. So make sure there's enough give on the strap where your shoulders are still able to yield into the floor. Focus on the sensations in the breath and body. And then let's open the leg out to the left. Feel that sense of rooting through the right side of the body. We don't have to have a tug of war inside of ourselves, left to right. So allow some ease to come in. You can back away until you really feel that the stability is paramount, that the ease and the stability are paramount over depth of poses. So who cares how open you get? Just be where you are in the sense where you're able to find that quality of easefulness, yielding, dropping into the earth, and the breath is staying with you. Lift that leg up, take the strap over to the right side. Have the heel of the left hand if you want in the hip crease. You don't have to do this. Extend the spine. Feel the reach from crown to tail. Reach into the big toe mound, the inner heel. Finding the breath.
Oh, hello. Well, hi, Tweety.
Breathe deep.
Inhale and lift that leg all the way back up. And then 2 feet in the strap one more time. Finding the breath. All
All right, let's release the legs out of there. Let's go ahead and roll over onto your side. Come up onto your hands and your knees. All right, so find your way. So as you come onto all fours, and always you can have fists or forearms on the ground if wrists are unhappy. Let's start moving the spine. Wake yourself up. If the stress of the election has really anchored itself in your body, and of course it has. If you're nervous about this election, then your body is holding that somewhere. So let's go ahead and find the movement that you can release. Let things go. Let the joints open up. Make sure you're breathing well. Try to get into all the nooks and crannies in your body. Sense into all the dark corners that may have been frozen. And move around any way you want to move around. Try to search for hidden places in the body that you haven't felt in the last day or so, or maybe like the last 10 years or so. Okay, so if there's any little nooks and crannies you can access, it doesn't matter what you're bringing as far as movement. You can do whatever feels good. Just make sure you're breathing. The breath is your channel for staying present. Find your exhales. The longer you can smooth out the exhales, the more your nervous system will thank you. All right, and then let's stretch back towards child's pose. If it's comfortable, take your arms up overhead and see how far you can stretch. So give yourself a good extension here through your shoulders. Inch those fingertips. If your shoulder's not happy with this, then make a different choice. Try taking your arms wider apart, maybe even all the way out to the sides. Just finding any place that you can have some extension. All right, and then let's walk the hands over to the left side of your mat, opening up the right rib cage. So if your breath has been frozen, take the advantage right here to open up those spaces in between the ribs. Let all the little intercostal muscles breathe here. Let the belly expand. Relax the base of the skull. If your traps are where tension just likes to pocket in your body, what can you do to bring the stream into your traps? Let the fluid, the flow move through there, the flow of your breath. Walk the hands over to the other side. Feel the extension through your rib cage. Enjoy. So just focus on the sensation that you're feeling. It's right here. The sensations of the body and the awareness of the breath are always in the present moment. So anchor yourself into your sensations. Anchor yourself into your breath. Relax your traps. Relax your neck. And then come back to center and find your way up to dog pose. Spread out your hands, spread out your feet, and feel free to move around. So, maybe bounce kind of, vigorously. Maybe pedal your feet quicker than you might. Get some movement in your body. Feel the extension through your spine. Maybe slowness feels better to you. Maybe speed feels better to you. So just do what feels right. Everybody take a deep exhale out of their mouth. Sigh it out. Deep, full inhale. Let things go. Relax your eyes. Relax your jaw. Soften your neck. And then let's walk forward and come into Uttanasana. Fold a little bit. Shake. Wag your tail. Roll your shoulders. Balance on your feet. Whatever feels nice. Halfway lift. Let's stretch the backs of the legs. Open up your feet. Lift the arches. Exhale and melt back down. Push off your feet. Let's rise all the way up. Bring your arms up if your shoulders like that. If not, just bring your arms somewhere else. Get yourself open. Open your heart up. Deep breaths here. If you're at all dizzy, just pause, tuck your chin, squeeze toward the midline, and then relax your shoulders. Let's do some big shoulder rolls here. So shoulders, and let the arms get involved too. So you don't have to just keep your arms pinned at your sides. Just have some movement through your shoulders. Rolling them back, and then go the other way. Roll them forward. See if you can get some movement in your spine while you're doing this. All right, now hop or bounce.
So if your joints are not hoppers, then you get to just bounce. And if you want to jump, you can jump too. So you do whatever is comfortable, but I'm going to show it. Just get some movement moving through your body. Shake out your hands while you're doing it. Just shake, shake, shake. Deep breaths. Let your exhales come. All right, and then be still and just feel the energy moving through your body. Ground yourself, yield into the earth. Give yourself over to that waterfall again. Fill up your breath. Empty your breath out. All right, take your feet a little wider than your hips and let's twist and swing. So back and forth. Once again, just getting movement in your body. So if you've been stuck, if you've been staring at your phone or creeped up into the corners of your tension patterns, let's just go ahead and release some of that. Let your arms be so free. Try not to hold any tension. Let just the forces of physics hold your arms out as you swing from side to side. Keep breathing. All right, and then come back to center. Shake out your hands one more time. Some little hops if they feel good. So, and move around. So just shake your body, wiggle. All right, and then we're gonna slap our chest a little bit. So you can either take your fists and Tarzan, or you can take your hands. Just pound on your chest, get into the bottom ribs, go to the backs, the sides, whatever you can reach. Try to find the bottom ribs back there in your body, your sides, bottom ribs in the front, tops of your shoulders. And then I just want you to smack your body with your hands. It's even better if you have some skin, if you're not in long sleeves or something. Your legs all the way down, get everywhere you can get. Even to your face, be gentle. Just stand still for a moment, take a deep breath. Yield yourself into the earth. Feel the aliveness. Breathe into the aliveness in your body. Inhale, lift your arms. And then exhale and fold forward. Uttanasana, relax your head. Grab onto the base of your skull with your palms. Just tuck in just a little bit. And then release that, come into a halfway lift. You can hold your thighs or shins or blocks. Exhale and hands come back down. Let's come to a lunge with your right foot forward. Put your back knee on the floor. If your knees, there's so many ways to modify. Always, so you can put a blanket underneath your knee if your knee's not happy on the ground. You can always keep your knee off the floor if it's uncomfortable. Find your breath. Open up through your heart. Keep your hands on the blocks as you extend through the hip flexors of that back leg. Breathing deeply. Okay. And then if you can, pick up that knee off the floor and let's move here. So square the hips the whole time. Let's straighten the front leg a teeny bit and bow. And then bend the front knee and reach your heart forward. Enjoy the breathing most of all while you move through these transitions. Okay, so find the sensations of the breath, the sensations of the body. See if you can just keep anchoring yourself in what you're feeling instead of what you're thinking. All right, let's come back down. Knee can be on the floor. Knee can be up off the floor, whichever feels good to you. Reach your arms up. Maybe your arms don't like that, or maybe one arm doesn't like that. If your shoulder is a little bothersome, so you can always lift one arm. You can have any variation of arm movements that give you a sense of freedom. Big breaths here. Open yourself up. And then we're going to cross over. Bring your forearm or elbow to that knee and open the chest here. Spread across the collarbones with knee down or knee up. Find the midline with your inner thighs. All right, and then let's relax And bring your hands back down onto the floor and step your front foot back. Come to all fours again. Cat-cow, arching and rounding the spine. Having a moment to swivel things around and move however feels good. And then let's switch sides. Bring your left foot forward. The right knee is on the floor, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can bring the right knee off the floor. All right, so extend. Feel the heart open. Find your breath. And then with knee up or knee down, let's start to straighten and bend the knee, the front knee. So actually, I think on the other side we lift our knee. So let's lift our knee, lift the back knee, square the hips, tuck the chin toward the chest as you straighten your leg, bend your knee and lift your head and heart extends forward. Just back and forth. Go slow enough where you're breathing with movement. Stay in the presence of your sensation. And then you decide, do you want your back knee on the floor or do you want it up off the ground to find your way into crescent lunge? Extend your body however it's comfortable to do so. Maybe your arms are able to come up. Maybe your arms need to be in a different position. Maybe your back knee needs to be on the floor. Find a sense of stability and ease. So really listen for that. Listen in the body for the stability and the ease. Are you still able to have the waterfall coming over you? Are you able to listen to the sound of your breath? And we're going to take a twist on this side with knee up or down. Just find your way over. So you can have your forearm or your elbow on your knee. Extend your heart. Your other hand, your left hand is on your thigh. Breathing deeply. All right, and then relax and bring your hands down. Step back one more time, either onto all fours or a plank. If your body's ready for a plank, find your breath. Feel your stability. All your air out. Next time you exhale, squeeze toward the midline, engage your core. All right, and then let's find our way down to the ground. Lie on your belly. Before we go anywhere, just feel your diaphragm moving on the floor. Have that feedback in the front of your belly to teach you about your breath. All right, and then let's go ahead and lift up to Cobra Pose, shoulders down. Exhale and relax. Let's find it again. Open the chest. Exhale and release to come back down. Come back onto all fours and come up to stand. Okay. So hold on to something if your balance requires it and grab onto one foot. So just stretching through your quads here a little bit. So let's hold on to your left foot, stand on your right. You can always have support of balance if you need it. Try not to let the knee pull out to the side. Keep the knee down, right in line with the hip. And if you can't grab your foot, put a strap around your foot. See what it feels like to open across your heart while you're here. And if your balance doesn't need a wall, practice some balance. Release tension through your traps. Feel the waterfall. Feel the breath. Yield into the earth. And then release that foot down onto the ground. Second side. We're grabbing onto our right foot, standing on our left. What does it feel like here to have that sense of not arching the back, not putting the knee out to the side, feeling grounded? Feel the heart lift up, finding the breath here. Deep inhale, follow with a long exhale. Support yourself with some props if you need it. Go ahead and release that foot down onto the ground. Rise up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chair pose. You can have your arms back. You can have your hands here at your heart, out to the side, up overhead, whatever's feeling nice. Feel the roots. Drop into the pose. Drop your heels down onto the ground. Even weight through left and right feet. And inhale. Stand all the way back up. Fold in half. Step your left foot back again to a lunge. Rise up. Okay, you can find balance where you need it. You can always take support. Breathing, reaching your arms up. Let's twist to the left. Inhale back. Let's twist to the right. Inhale back. Let's twist to the left. Stay here. Drop the shoulders. Hug in toward the midline of the body. Feel the stretch through the hip flexors of the back leg. And then rise up. Walk your back foot forward. If your balance is off, that's okay. Just be where you are. Let's go ahead and find the second side. So remember, I know this is a gentle yoga class. Take any support you need. You can go very shallow in your lunge. You can go very deep. You can always support if you have a knee thing going on. I know there's a couple of you with some knee injuries. You can always support your knee against a piece of furniture or a wall with a block. Find your breath. Let's find our movement. So as the arms come up, let's twist right. And then inhale. Twist left. Arms can do whatever arms want to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Inhale, come up. Go the other way again. Let's hang out here to the left. Hands can be on the hips. Hands can be out. Find your breath. And then come back to center. Let's bring our hands down onto the ground and come back to dog pose. Spread things out. Relax your head. Soften. Hug to the midline a bit with your hands. How's your neck and shoulders? Is there space in there? Are your exhales full and deep? Okay, let's walk the feet forward. Fold in half again. Rise up. Go up to stand. Let's find a big open-hearted breath here. Cactus open the arms. And then relax and bring your palms together. Pause for a moment. Ground yourself. Notice if you feel better. If just a little bit of movement in your body has helped you suspend the future, the past, helping you be here now. What does it feel like to be in your body, inside the breath? Can your belly release and soften as you inhale? Is your diaphragm moving well? Are your traps relaxed? Do you have softness through your skull and your face? Do you have soft knees? All right, and let's step out wide on our mat and turn your feet out to the right, or right foot out to the right, I should say, and come into warrior pose. So once again, if you need to have your knee supported, you can put your knee, a block at your shin right below your kneecap at a wall, and you can block at any width. If you don't need that, you can go very light. The pose does not have to be super deep, so trust your joints to hold you. Find the place where you feel most stable. Bring your arms out if it's comfortable. Any other variation that works for you. Okay. Feel the solid ground underneath you. Drop in, ground yourself, yield, give yourself back into the stability of the body. Feel the strength and endurance, the resiliency that's in you in this posture. Let the posture be a gift to feed you that resiliency. Can you feel the weight of your legs? Can you feel the effort? Can you release your shoulders? Is your breath still moving deeply and freely through you? Okay, let's find a reverse. Stretch open the ribs, straighten the leg, and then come back down, elbow onto your knee and turn your chest open. Maybe your arm comes up, maybe your hand stays on your hip. Just find Parsva Konasana. Enjoy the space in the side of your body. See what it feels like to breathe into the ribs on the sides. Ground yourself, let the traps relax. Let's come back up. Bring your hands down to your sides. Turn your feet straight for a moment and bring your arms wherever is comfortable for you. Make yourself big, just like we did in the beginning on the floor. Bring yourself open. Invite hope into your body. Bring light in. See if you can just draw light in through your fingertips, through your heart, your crown, anywhere you feel it in your body. And then let's turn our feet to the other side and come into warrior two on this pose. So remember, the pose can be very high. You don't have to go deep for the pose to give you its gift. Okay. So feel the resiliency, feel the power, the stability, that righteousness that's in this posture, the sense of true north. Okay, so feel those lines in the body. Breathe into the big open chest. Let your exhales come all the way out. Feel the waterfall traveling down your traps. Reach into your fingertips. Stretch all the way into the edges of your body. Give your breath its full room. Feel your grounding. Push into your feet. Feel your resiliency, your strength, your power. Find the reverse here. Open up the ribs. And then straighten your leg for a moment, still opening the side body. And then let's come into Parsvakonasana. Elbows on your knee, chest is open. Maybe your arm comes up, maybe your arm stays on your hip. Find what you're finding. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Feel your roots. Feel the sinking, the yielding into the earth. Rebound, open up the breath. Be here now. What are the sensations of your body? Enjoy them. Enjoy working your legs. Give the effort. All right, then go ahead and come on up. Let's find the starfish pose again. So 2 feet are pointing straight. Open your body up. Feel your chest get big. Feel your breath get big. And then release your arms down. Okay, let's go ahead and find probably our last dog pose. So come into dog pose. Walk your hands to the front, your feet to the back. Feel free to pedal your knees, bounce. Feel free to be still. Whatever you're doing, stay in the sensations of your breath. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Relax your neck and traps. All right, let's come forward into a plank. Hold steady. Your knees can come down anytime. Okay, let's find our way to the floor. Any back bend that feels nice. Open yourself up. All right, and then relax. Put your head down on your forehead, your backs of your hands. So you have a little gap for your nose. Feel your body breathe on the ground. Let's go ahead and find our way onto our back. Grab a blanket. So unwind a blanket. Hopefully you have a blanket. So it's long and turn it into a roll. We're going to put this at different points along our spine. We're just going to keep our heart open. You can always put a block or another blanket underneath your head if your head needs support. So you can bend your knees, you can straighten your legs, whatever feels good. And same with your arms. I'm out of room here, but you can stretch your arms over your head. Anywhere they're comfortable, you can cactus your arms. Your arms can be straight out from the side. Your arms can be down. So you can also interlace, like grab onto your elbows with your hands and stretch your arms over like that. So whatever you're doing, you want the shoulder blades to be supported by the blanket. Keep the chest open. Try to resist the urge to collapse in on yourself.
Let the head hang back if you're comfortable. Otherwise, put a block underneath your head. Open up your throat. Deep, steady breaths. If your shoulder does not like overhead, put it in a different position. All right, the next step in this is to walk the blanket down your back a bit so it's at the bottom edge of your shoulder blades. So this will access the diaphragm a little bit more fully. So once again, the knees can bend. You can do whatever feels good in the rest of your body, arms, legs, any position you want. See what it feels like to have, just the right spot of the blanket underneath your spine so that you're still supported by shoulder blades and ribs. And just try to have it so that the diaphragm is impacted by this pose, that there's a stretch on the diaphragm. Breathe deeply. All right, and then we're going to move this blanket all the way down to your pelvis. So you can change and put a block under your pelvis if you prefer instead of the blanket, but we're skipping our low back entirely. So we're taking it down to the sacrum and then just see how your body feels. So if you're comfortable, take your leg straight or one leg straight at a time and switch. And if you're comfortable, you can stretch your arms or one arm up overhead. And just find the openness across the front of your body. A little stretch for your hip flexors. Big open breaths here. All right, and then make sure you've done both legs if you have one leg straight. And then when you're ready, bend your knees toward your chest. Give a little bit of traction, just a little bit. You can rock a little bit from side to side, releasing any tension through the back. All right, and then take that blanket out of there or block if you had switched to a block. We're going to put our feet down and we're going to come into a full bridge pose here. So feet down onto the ground. Open up the armpit chest. Try to get the side bodies to expand. Roll the shoulders under. The arms can press into the earth. They do not have to interlace underneath you. Try hard to not push your neck into the floor. The back of the head has a little bit of pressure. The throat is open. Lift your chest toward your chin instead of hugging your chin down toward your chest. Feel the roots of your feet. Feel the depth of your breath here. Let your diaphragm move. Let it hollow out on your exhale. Let your belly rise on your inhale. And then come down and rest. Have your feet wide apart, so a little wider than your hips, and just start going left and right, windshield wipering left and right. All right, we're going to come into a more full twist here. So feet are hip width apart, close up toward your sit bones. Lift your hips and move them over to the right. Bring your knees high up toward your chest and drop them left. Open up your chest, turn your head to the right. Deep breaths again. Follow the sensations of the body. Relax your traps. Inhale and lift your knees back up. Scoot your hips to the left. Bring your knees up and drop them to the right. Deep breath in. Deep breath away. Let your neck relax. Let your breath deepen. Feel the wringing out of your diaphragm against your obliques. See if you can enjoy that little massage that happens when you try to breathe deeply in a twist. All right, and then bring your knees back towards center. Draw the knees into the chest, rock a little bit, side to side. Let's balance out. Let's grab our strap again. Let's balance out those back bends with a little bit of forward folding now. So stretch your feet up in the strap. Extend the spine like we did in the beginning. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. And then bring your knees into your chest. Now, perhaps you just have your knees into the chest. Perhaps you come into happy baby pose. So you can grab your feet and you can sway and rock from side to side. You don't have to sway. You don't have to rock. Focus on your breathing. All right, let's go ahead and relax. And we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet are coming together. We're lying on the floor. Grab your 2 blocks to put underneath your knees. So even if you have very open hips, support underneath your legs with the 2 blocks at your thighs so that you are not hanging. Okay, so no hanging. And, if you prefer blankets, stick blankets there. Adjust the blocks so that they're not diving into your legs in weird places. And then take your arms out to the sides or cactus your arms. So get open and free through your chest. Let's just take some deep breaths here. Be brave to be open. Can you allow yourself the vulnerability to feel what you're feeling and let it move through you instead of deny what you're sensing? So feel the sensations of the body. The top layer, the more obvious stuff, as well as the deeper things. Let this pose take you into the deeper sensations. Can you feel your pelvis open and relax? Can you feel your breath travel into the very lowest parts of your belly, even to the pelvic floor? Do you have a sense of ease across your neck and shoulders? Are you able to stay open in your chest, in your breath? Can you allow yourself to become water, or at least be in the water? Float, suspend, and yield. Once again, just like in the beginning, listen to the sound of your breath. Follow the breath. Melt what's tense. Keep trying to find it. Keep trying to melt it. Ease prevails. You don't have to do any fancy breathing techniques. Just breathe well. Relax your neck and shoulders. Let's go ahead and release that. Hold your outer thighs and bring your legs together. Just have your feet on the floor for a moment. Before Shavasana, we're just going to stretch our hips for a moment. So right foot on left knee and draw your left leg in. If you are close enough to put your left foot on a piece of furniture or a wall, that's awesome. So your upper body can stay relaxed. Otherwise, interlace behind your thigh to keep your shoulders soft. Try not to go too far, like grabbing your shin. How's your breath here? All right, let's switch sides. Left foot on top of right knee. Grab on to the back side of your hamstring with your interlaced fingers. Interlace them the other way. Just find the road less traveled. Feel the ease in your shoulders, your neck. And remember, no pose has to be still. You can be rocking a little bit or moving, however is best for you. Widen the sit bones, extending the spine gently. Ease prevails. Breath moves. All right, and then unwind that and let's find Shavasana. So perhaps you want to be big on the floor and spread your limbs out. Maybe not. Do you need support? Do you need a blanket anywhere under your shoulders or head or knees? Stay in the presence of your breath over and over. Feel the water. Feel the yielding.
Hi, everybody. Let's go ahead and deepen the breath. I don't know if you were just hearing the ringing on my computer that I couldn't fix. So if that was loud, I'm sorry. I can see by Christine's face that it must have been loud. My screen's gone. Oh no, I can't see. I can't see my my screen anymore. So I'm hoping you can all hear me. Christine, can you hear me? Okay, good. All right, so let's come out of there. Zoom hijacked my screen again. So let's out of Shavasana. Let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat as you are ready. Take your time to get to a seated posture. Let's just take a moment to offer our love and compassion out to the world. Let's be present as much as we can through this challenging day. Just know your breath is always there for you as a gift and a friend. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everyone. I can
Thank
see
you.
them all in little tiny boxes, but my screen, my access to control my screen is completely gone. So I love you all, and I hope you
I
have
love you too.
a fabulous day. Get outside.
Yeah, we will.
Get your face. Talk to the people that make you happy.
Thank you,
Jenny.
Jenny. That was great. Thank you so much.
Yes. Take care, everyone. See you
We
soon.
will. Get some rest yourself.
Oh, Jenny, it's good to be back again.
I know I saw your name in there. I can barely see you. You're in like a literal like quarter of a centimeter block on my computer. So, but welcome to Denver. I hope that all going well with your move. Are you feeling a little teeny settled?
Yeah, we're getting settled and my knee is better. I wasn't able to do yoga for 2 months, but we're healing, thank goodness.
Good. That makes me so happy.
We're glad to be here. Thank you.
Okay, let's hold the light. Hold the light.
We will.
Yeah. All right, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.